You sometimes feel it's so much easier for everyone else to manage their weight. Perhaps you've got a skinny friend who seems to always be eating but never gains weight. Or your partner's lifestyle is exactly the same as yours, yet they're ripped and you've got a permanent spare tyre. This isn't your imagination. When it comes to weight management, we're not all born equal. There are so many biological, psychological, and social factors that influence our weight, and we don't talk about these enough. It can be really demoralizing when you're trying your best, but nothing seems to work, or when you want to get fit, but you just don't like exercise like others do. I'm going to share some of the factors that affect weight loss and share some psychological tips for accepting what we can't control and focusing on what we can control, because unfortunately, when it comes to weight management, life isn't fair. Everyone's journey is different, but it's always possible to change something. I'm Dr. Paula Watson. I'm a Liverpool-based psychologist providing therapy for people struggling with weight, disordered eating and exercise. This is the 5th video in my weight loss psychology series where I'm sharing truth 4 of 10 hard truths that will help you understand why you struggle with weight and help you feel less alone. Please subscribe if you'd like to catch the whole series, and if you haven't yet watched the intro video, I'd encourage you to check it out. The truth I'm talking about today is that weight management is harder for some than for others. Let's start by considering the multiple factors that affect our weight at any given times in our lives. So we can call this a biopsychosocial model of weight. What we instantly think of is weight is influenced by what we eat and how much we move and our ability to regulate these behaviors. But when people fall into the trap of thinking it's just eat less, move more, and anyone can do this, they're missing the multiple other factors that affect weight and make it incredibly hard for some people to manage. The first layer, and one that we only have limited control over, is the biological factors that affect both our body's capability of eating and moving and how our body responds to these behaviors. So things such as our sleep, our metabolism, our age, our physical health, and our genes. This all happens in the context of a wider sociocultural layer, which again, we only have limited control over. This includes things like the way we were brought up, our religion, the culture we live in, access to exercise and food sources, and our education. As a psychologist, I'm interested in helping you control the controllables. So we need to be aware of these biological and social cultural factors and show ourselves self-compassion for the situation we're in. But rather than dwelling on what we can't control, we need to work within our capabilities to change what we can. And this is where the psychological layer comes in, which is often the forgotten layer of weight management. Now, I may be biased, of course, because I'm a psychologist, but this layer is key in helping us eat healthy and stay active in our lives, and ultimately influences how we relate to our bodies and how our weight affects our mental health. So this includes factors such as our beliefs, our motivation, our attitudes, our preferences, which themselves will be influenced by our behaviors, our biology, and the culture we live in. So together, these 4 layers are continuously interacting to influence our weight. You can see the impact of this by considering 2 contrasting examples. So someone who's in their 20s, physically well, educated, with lots of time to themselves, they're going to find weight management much easier than someone who's, say, in their 50s with physical health problems, caring responsibilities, and poor nutritional knowledge. And that's even before we consider any genetic differences. So this may feel quite overwhelming to take in, particularly if you feel the odds are stacked against you. As I noted at the start of this video, everyone's journey is different, but it's always possible to make a change. And however small that change may be, it can make a difference. If there's one thing I've learned in my 21 years of weight management psychology, is that small changes really do make a big difference. So let's now zoom into that psychological layer and think about how you can control the controllables. In other words, what can you do in your situation to help manage your weight? And it's no use me saying go to a spinning class or drink a green juice every morning, because I know nothing about you and your situation. As we've seen with the diagram, your individual weight management is complex, and that as an outsider, I can't just give you one answer to solve it. So always be wary of educators who tell you that this is the one food or the one exercise that will make the difference. One size is never going to fit everyone. Instead, I'm going to encourage you to think about 3 questions that will help you come up with the small step that fits you and your circumstances. So firstly, consider whether your weight concerns are physical, mental, or both. By this, I mean, ask yourself honestly, is your weight causing physical health problems or has potential to in the future? Or is your dissatisfaction with your body driven by not liking how you look or perhaps who you are as a person? If it's psychological rather than physical, you might find my videos about disordered eating and on stopping hating your body helpful. Secondly, if you struggle with exercise or diet, ask yourself, is this due to a lack of knowledge, i.e. not knowing what you need to do or how to do it? Is this due to a lack of motivation, so not wanting to do it? Or is it due to physical factors outside of your control, so you're not able to afford or actually having the physical capability to do it? It's really important to separate these because how you deal with each will vary where you look for support. Thirdly, considering the factors you can control. What's one small thing you could do this week to have a positive effect on how you feel about your weight? So this might be introducing a new behavior, such as a 5-minute daily walk, or it might be deciding to appreciate the fact you have your physical health, even if you don't like how you look right now. Doesn't matter how small. It just needs to be personal and meaningful for you. Thank you for watching this video. If what I've shared resonates with you, please like or comment below and let me know which areas we've talked about seem most important for you. If you're struggling, it can be really difficult to change things alone. I offer psychological weight loss therapy, which can help with many of the issues we've discussed today. So if you're ready to take the step, please drop me an email and we can have a free discovery chat. And if you enjoyed the video, please check out my other videos in the series and subscribe to catch the next one, where I'm going to be sharing some uncomfortable truths about weight stigma.